Have you ever wanted to more accurately track the usage of your Markforged 3D printers? Hi everyone, this is Jesse Hallworth, 3D Printing Application Engineer with Hawkridge Systems, and in today's video, I'll be going through how easy it is to access your Eiger organization metrics, printer material usage, and other items by using some tools that are already available within Eiger itself. Now, if all you are looking to do is track the print job history and loaded materials in your printer, the easiest way to do that would be to access the device information page for your system. A complete list of all your hardware can be accessed from anywhere in Eiger by clicking on the Devices link in your top banner, but you can also access this same area while you are in your Eiger library by clicking on the Devices tab in the left-hand Activity column. You can also see a quick preview of all your printers and sinter ovens using the Status drop-down menu located in the upper right-hand corner of Eiger. Let's go ahead and open up the information page for one of our X7 printers. So, as you can see, this page lists the current status for our printer, the amount of material it has loaded, and the current queue for the printer if you have one set up. Scrolling down, you can find the print job history for the machine as well. As you can see, this X7 has been busy printing some demo parts lately. Now, while this page does list a few useful metrics, the problem of tracking all this information comes up pretty quickly the more you use your machines. As you can see, this printer alone has several pages of past builds we can look at, and if I wanted to see how much material each build used, I'd have to manually click on each of them and record that information that I needed. And then I'd have to do the same thing for every single printer to accurately track how much they're being used. Luckily, there's a much easier way to do this regardless of how many printers your company owns, and this is done through the Eiger dashboard. From anywhere in Eiger that has the Activity column on the left-hand side of your screen, you can access the dashboard by simply clicking on Dashboard. Within the Eiger dashboard, there's a ton of metrics and statistics that are presented in an easily accessible way, such as the print jobs per week and parts uploaded per week that you can see here. If the time span of a week is not what you need, you can easily change the time frame using an interval drop-down menu like what we have selected here. If you need to see the activity of users in your organization, the printer bandwidth per user chart is accessible here as well. You can also narrow down this field to a single printer to see what users are printing to a specific system. And then we have the area that is probably the most interesting to users, with that being the material usage chart. You can change the interval here, and if you want to see how much a user is printing, you can change that as well. Markforged does have many different materials available, so they make it easy to filter for separate materials with the primary and secondary drop-down menus. So, this is all well and good, but if this was all that was given, it'd still be a bit of a hassle to consolidate everything for a thorough record. This brings us to the final area of the dashboard, which allows you to get print job history or custom analytics in spreadsheet format. Like the other areas we've gone over, you can filter the job history down to a single printer if you want, or you can filter it for an individual user or material. We'll set this to the printer we looked at earlier, just as an example, and swap over to the resulting spreadsheet download. So we've reduced the downloaded spreadsheet quite a bit just for the sake of simplicity, but as you can see from the available fields, this allows you to easily keep a record of who is printing what parts, what material these parts are printed with, and other analytics like start dates and print duration. Essentially, this would be a much more detailed version of the printer details page we were looking at earlier. Lastly, if you want a complete record of every statistic we've gone over today, you can use the final Custom Analytics download option found right below the print job history field. Here, you can select whatever period of time you want to keep a record of, and once you've done that, you can hit download to obtain a spreadsheet for that time frame. Let's swap over to another reduced version of one of these spreadsheets now. So, you'll see some familiar fields in this spreadsheet, like print job dates and who started a job, but there are much more specific pieces of information here as well. Some examples would be the part instance ID and print ID, which can help with the QC process by verifying whether or not multiple prints of the same model are being created with the same print settings each time. And probably the most useful statistic here is the estimated material cost field, which compiles the total cost of raw materials used to create that particular build. Like the last spreadsheet we looked at, this one will also list the exact material usage for whatever job is listed. As you can tell, the dashboard is a really powerful tool since it lets users transfer this information to whatever database they want while being as specific as needed. If you're looking to put together something like a budget for material next year or a report on how much a printer is being used, the analytics available on the dashboard help you do that quickly and easily. Thanks for taking the time to watch our overview of the Eiger dashboard. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you'd like to keep up to date with videos like this, and to head on over to our website if you have any other Markforged questions. Have a great day, everyone, and happy printing.